New this morning, you probably heard the cost of cars going up like everything, but now we're learning vehicle prices in the Phoenix metro are spiking more than other parts of the country. So 3 on your side, Susan Campbell has all the details and why that is happening. Susan.
Yeah, there are a lot of reasons for the jump in prices. We know there's a chip shortage. Other materials are also in short supply, which is slowing down production of new vehicles. So a lot of people are turning to the used car market. Rental car companies and other businesses with big fleets are also trying to build up their inventory after selling off large portions of their fleets in the beginning of the pandemic. Well, the result, according to IC Car's latest study, used car prices are up almost 17% across the country. And here in the Phoenix area, that number spiked to 20.3%. According to iCars.com, SUVs and minivans haven't increased quite as much as some of the other vehicles like trucks and convertibles. Take a look at some of the vehicles that made the top 10 list of the biggest price increases. Number 1 on the list, the Corvette, up about 34% compared to the same time last year, followed by the Mercedes-Benz G-Class, the Ram 1500, and the GMC Sierra 1500, all up about 30%.
If you've got a car and you can get rid of it and maybe get one that's not as popular or hasn't gone up as much in the past year, you can at least make up some ground here. But if you can just stick with what you've got and not, have to interact with the purchase at all, new or used, for another 6 to 12 months, you'll probably be better off in terms of what you can find and what you can pay.
Carl Brower is an analyst for IC Cars. He says if you can't hold off on a car purchase, the key to getting a better deal is going to be flexibility.
If you have to have a very specific year, make, model, and color, you're kind of at the mercy of the market. But if you have a few models and you're willing to maybe expand your geographical search too, most people don't go more than 10 to 30 miles to buy a car, but you're willing to cross the state line and go 100 miles, 150 miles, that's still pretty inexpensive. Spend a couple hours, maybe have someone drive you out and back and pay for the gas. If you're saving hundreds or even $1,000 on a car purchase.
Carl says another way to get the most bang for your buck is to sell your old car on your own versus doing a trade-in. That'll mean extra work for you, and you have to be up to it. That includes advertising the car, making sure the transaction with the person you're selling to is legitimate, and dealing with all of the paperwork. According to IC Cars, Tesla's Model S is the only used vehicle that decreased in price year over year.